let Mac do the intro this time, fellas. I've done it every time, so even if it is on my channel sometimes. Mac, go ahead.
Everybody, this is MacTalion 420. I'll at your boy. I'm here with Foden Ian. We got some great, kind of scary news. I'm not really sure how to feel about it, but we got some news today on Halloween. Apparently
Halloween,
there's
Friday.
Yeah, right. Friday.
Oh, this is Halloween now.
This is Halloween. You know what I mean? That's why it's like kind of cool that they put this shit out on Halloween. So I really appreciate that because I really feel like it was planned out. It was strategic, and I really appreciate it, especially getting some type of good news after I've been like in a really like survivor's guilt watching the last Halloween, and I'm still alive to talk about it, even though people always ask me now, how was that movie? Like, don't go fucking see it. Just don't go fucking see it. Anyway, but
sign the petition, Mac. Sign the petition.
Yeah, come to find out, I guess Victor Miller had some shit up his sleeve. So they are actually coming out with a prequel series to Friday the 13th on Peacock. Looks like it's gonna have some pretty good it looks like it's getting a lot of attention. Like, it's not going to be something they're just throwing together. I think they're actually building a good team to actually try to do this series. So I think they're taking it real serious. So that's a good thing. But basically, me and Foden, we're just going to really talk about and break down how we feel about it, what we think they're going to do. Because obviously, if you pay attention to the details, which we'll discuss, me and Foden will from the article, we know there's certain things that are not going to be in this, and we know there's probably certain things that are definitely going to be in this. So me and Foden are going to break this down for a minute, give our points and views, and see if we're on the same kind of mindset when it comes to this series that just got announced today. So Foden, how did you take the news when you first saw the article? Just like, unexpectedly. What was your first thought after reading the article?
When I read it, it was kind of mixed.
Kind of mixed? Okay.
Reason why, let's be honest, I'm glad that damn lawsuit's over because it's been driving me nuts, ruining a good game. Well, I'm still a little sore about it.
Yes, sir.
And when I was reading this about the prequel, which Victor Miller is, he's one that wrote the original, so he's got all the rights to it. So basically, Sean Cunningham probably is not going to have nothing to do with this, would be my bet. And from what I'm reading on this article, Brian Fuller, I think he did, what was it, Star Trek, Discovery, and
Hannibal. He did the Hannibal series.
Yeah, he did. I think he did Dead Like Me, too. He did a lot. He's a screenwriter and produder, so he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff.
Oh, he did American Gods, too. Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of people did. And just to say this, I never watched the Hannibal series, but I did hear that it was really good. I heard it was really good, and I heard a lot of people were pissed off when they actually canceled it after the 3 seasons.
I'll be up front. The guy that did it, I forgot his name. He's been around. He's good. The story was good. I think a lot of thing is because Anthony Hopkins kind of overshadowed him.
Yeah.
Anthony put up fantastic. And I think that's what kind of didn't help none, but the show was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
But yeah, if he's doing the writing and all, and most of the shows he does, he's good at. And then we got studio here, A24 is supposed to be doing it also. And
yeah.
I think Mac was telling me they did what, a lot of comedy? That's what you were saying?
Well, so like one thing about A24 is unlike like other, like if you look at the other kind of franchises that are going around, like we'll just have the freshest one is Halloween, obviously. Blumhouse pretty much did that, and they pretty much Blumhouse is straight horror. So like all their content is horror. It's all horror over there. So A24 has came out with, this is the one thing I'm scared about with A24. They do all types of genres of movies, from comedy to thrillers to live action, I even believe, and they do horror, and they have dabbed in horror. The problem with the horror, the problem with the horror, though, from what I saw, from other people's opinions, from what I've seen, A24 is hit or miss. So like, you either like their horror or you don't like their horror. There's no like really middle ground. So that's scary because there's a lot of people like Blumhouse does not hit all the way, especially with this last Halloween. They fucked it all the way up. But I can say that Blumhouse and companies like A24, you got to have serious balls YouTube, you got to have serious balls to take on these projects. Like these are big franchises. There's that's a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying? Like the fan base, yeah, like there's a lot of pressure. So the fact that there's companies out there that are willing to take on these franchises, you got to give them that kind of, you got to give them some respect for the fact that they're taking up something that probably the fan base is going to hate at first. They might love it once it comes out. But if you fuck up one thing, you are out of here. You will never be thought of again. Sorry, Blumhouse. This just happened to you, but you know. But no, I really think that A24, I really think that they're a good company. I just hope that, how can I say this when it comes to a Friday the 13th? Like, you know, because we have not gotten now, and I'm going off of chat, viewers, I'm going off of not seeing something related to Friday the 13th on screen in years. We're talking years. We're not talking, there's grown kids that's all at 14 this movie. They're now 21.
I think it's been 5 years now.
5 years. No, when did the last movie come out? Last movie? 09.
No. Oh, you talking about the movie. Now, movie-wise, that's different. I was thinking about when this shit. It's been a decade. Yeah.
Like, I mean, since like, you know, and I just feel like if A24 is going to tackle this project, they cannot be working on like 2 or 3 fucking things at one time. You got to focus. You got to focus on this. Because the thing about, I can say this about horror fan bases, and I'm not, and I'm a horror fan, but I'm going to put it out there. Horror fans are the hardest to have change. They do not like change. They know what Michael Myers is. That's what they expect. Right. It's the same thing with Jason. I expect this motherfucker to bust through fucking doors with a machete. He doesn't say hi. He bings mud in the fucking house with his boots, and then he's gonna fuck up your walls with blood. That's what I expect.
Well, that's where I'm on the fence, because you're not gonna have them in this.
Yeah, that's the thing. But see, that's the major thing, and I feel like if the fan base at heart, and this is up to the fans, my Friday the 13th brothers and sisters, if you do not have an open mind to what, because you got to get the whole Jason shit out of here when it comes to, like, you know, with the hockey mask. We're not going to get that. Like, let's be real, everybody. It cannot happen. You can tell from the title. It's called Crystal Lake. There is no Friday the 13th. You can't use no adult Jason. The shit will not happen. So they really, you know, they got to come from a different perspective. And me personally, what I think might be the best move for this series, this is what I want, chat. This is what I would love to see. If it's going to be a series, that means there's going to be multiple seasons, hopefully, right? Plural. Seasons, plural. So I am hoping. I am praying. I would love to see a first season with Pamela Voorhees, you know, like with Jason. As that first season goes, I would love to see him go to the lake. I mean, she gets the job. She says, well, if I got to have this job, I need to have my son at the lake. So now we know why really he's with these kids, because his mom was raising them by herself. So he had to go with her as she was a cook. So I would love to see a first season of that. And then maybe get into, after that, you see the downward spiral of this woman. And like just the shit like that, you know, she goes through. I would be interested at what drove her to like where that one faithful camp fucking visit. Because if I'm not mistaken, now Foden, correct me on this, but she didn't go and kill the counselors like the next year after his death, right? It actually went on for some years before she actually did it, right? Or did she do it the year right after he passed? He was a grown man, obviously. So this shit happened like years after he drowned, supposedly, right?
No. Oh, no. It was his birthday. So I would say it was a year after.
The year after. Okay, so because he did come out as a boy in the water. He did come out as a boy in the water, so that makes sense.
But that was supposed to be, according to Victor Miller, even that, you know, it's just supposed to have been one movie only.
Yeah.
That's supposed to have been a dream sequence. Now, that being said, what I'm reading here, they're kind of keeping under wraps, but
trying to.
Victor Miller, and of course, it's Crystal Lake, and so, he's got
Yeah.
rights to it. And the Brian Fuller guy, he is going to be serve as the writer, showrunner, and executive producer. So he's pretty much got total control.
And I did read Victor Miller and like 2 other people are supposed to be executive producers as well.
Yeah,
with the article I read.
Oh, he can always write another soap opera.
Yeah,
but that was kind of low. Sorry.
Hold them with the insults, baby. Hold them with the insults.
Before I get to the Jason part, well, I'll go ahead and get to if you're looking for the adult Jason with the hockey mask, and I'm pretty sure the burlap, it's not going to happen. The reason why Victor Miller does not own rights to that's Sean Cunningham. And so, and Sean Cunningham's name's not in this article anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure
he is not present.
I'm about 99.9% that's not going to happen. And they said it's supposed to be a prequel. What I think's going to happen is going to follow Mrs. Voorhees first. Who was it? Pamela? What was her name?
Pamela Ann Voorhees or Pamela?
No, the original, the actress. I feel bad.
Yeah, my mind blank. R.I.P. to
Palmer.
that.
Palmer.
R.I.P. to that lady right there. Did a beautiful job as Pamela Voorhees.
Yeah, she was great.
Amazing.
They're going to probably have a younger one. What I would think, now his dad, I believe, was Elias Voorhees. He was a brutal son of a bitch. Abuse. Now they did do the fan-made one, Bloodlines, whatever, and they got a part 2 of that, which has Elias, and they just redid the whole thing where they made it look like Elias killed him and not Mrs. Voorhees, which I don't know if they'll even kind of entertain that in this series. No idea. But this probably will be about, Mrs. Voorhees probably nice, and then you got Elias comes in, he's probably just going to be abusive, drives her nuts, and then all she's got left is her, her son, and so you'll have a little Jason around, I'm sure, to get to camp. Now, it could be where, say, which it says a prequel. Does that mean Jason's still alive, or is this after he drowned? Because you remember even when we played Friday the 13th game, they had the Pamela tapes, and it was talking about after. Remember that?
Yeah.
She was in there yelling at them, these counselors let him drown, all this stuff. So if they're going to build a story... like you was talking about different series, it's coming to what, Peacock, I think? Yeah, Peacock.
Peacock.
I would like to see them develop her as somebody you really are sympathetic with. And then when, you know what's coming, but when it gets there, you see, from her point of view.
Yeah.
If you remember, what was it, Norman Bates, Psycho, they made a series, Bates Motel, and it was a prequel to that. So Norman was in it, but he wasn't, his full cycle.
He wasn't Norman. He wasn't Norman. He was just Norman.
He was kind of wimpy, I'll be up front.
Yeah.
But it was a damn good series. Went on for 4 or 5 seasons. It was a good series. I watched it.
Yeah. Character development.
It was good. Now, if they do something like this, get away from this woke bullshit, and I'll say it up front, please leave that out of here. Can I please enjoy a story?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm going to miss, and like I said, Jason, if you're going to watch this, don't expect to see Jason hockey mask doing jack shit. They may make some reference, some little kid puts on a hockey mask, which I don't know, it depends how sore Sean Cunningham is. He may say, no, y'all can't do that. To my understanding also, this is only, Peacock is an American company, so it'll only be distributed in America. As for internationally, I don't know, because even with the lawsuit, that was only distribution rights and everything. That was only because of international. Sean Cunningham Friday 13th spot lawsuit, because that lawsuit only was confined to America. It did not matter internationally. So I don't know how that's going to work. I'm not even 100% sure about the Sackhead, truthfully. And you know that was in part 2, but I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Victor Miller doesn't own rights to that either. But they can make a good story. I mean, it can be done.
Hey, let me ask you this, Fogan. I just thought of something while you were breaking down when you brought up Jason's dad. And here's the interesting thing, and you know, this is something I thought of, and I don't think we've ever even had this kind of perspective before. You know, obviously, you know, Jason got made fun of because he was deformed, right? So what gets me though is we've always assumed as Jason Friday the 13th fans that he was born you know, deformed. You just meant, and I know you just mentioned that the dad is very abusive. So that makes me wonder if
I was kind of hitting on that. You know, like the Elephant Man, the way he was, the elephant hit the monkey. I was wondering about that.
Well, that makes me wonder because we've always assumed we knew. What if this series can actually show us maybe they can actually open the door to see a lot of where the rage. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously he drowned. He saw his mom beheaded, so like he's already pissed off. But I feel like because of his childhood and stuff that happened that we really just assume we know happened, besides the obvious, there could have been a lot of trauma. Like, you know, so I'm really
family, he gets picked on in school.
Yeah, and I'm very interested. Like, you know what also gets me? Let me ask you this, and this is my thing. Like, let's say now we can go from both perspectives. We can go, this can actually follow into the he's either born deformed or he gets abused and he becomes deformed. But this can follow in this story, I think can follow with both of those instances, like circumstances. What if, have you ever seen the movie Serial Mom?
No.
Okay. So this woman, right, she was a mom, but she was a serial killer, but it was a comedy, right? But a lot of it was like if she was out grocery shopping with her son, and then like a woman makes a comment and says, "Oh, you need to get your son a haircut. He looks raggedy." She'll literally find a way to kill that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like, it makes me wonder, like, are we going to see certain instances before Jason and her actually go to camp where she might have committed a murder or two? Because like maybe somebody made fun of her son and like, you know, she actually, like, there's so many avenues. There's like so many different things.
I would like to see her more, because even if you watch the movie, everybody, you know, it was hinted. You didn't really get to see her much in the movie. Betsy Palmer, that's who her name is.
Yeah, Betsy Palmer.
You didn't get to see her much movie.
Legend.
And she come out, she's like the sweet little lunchroom lady. Everybody liked her.
Yeah.
People in town kind of knew her.
Mm-hmm.
She helped with the camp, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually like to see her as this innocent
peaceful,
person you like, and you feel sorry. And she is, because of her son, she takes, he's great. And you'll see Jason's probably a sweet little boy.
Yeah.
But due to circumstance, she just snaps.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that'll happen.
Like he's supposed to be. You know, here's another thing. Why was she there? Where was the dad the whole time?
Oh yeah, like I want all that. I want all that because think about it.
There's a lot to. You know, it could be a really good.
Yeah.
It could be.
Well, think about it, Folden. Think about it. We don't even know. Like, there's so much, and again, and when you talk about it, you really kind of you gotta get a little excited because there could be that. What if this does? What if one of the seasons is before Jason dies? What if another season happens where she's turning into the Pamela we know, but she's got we don't even know. What if they actually get it to where, bro? She's got to call his dad and tell him that his son has died. Like, we don't even know.
That's a whole new thing.
You know, that's a whole new thing. Like, we don't know, like, what happens. What if she gets in a place where, you know, she's having that downward spiral. She's, you know, she reaches out to Jason's dad. Like, we don't know what happened with her for that year. So we can only assume. But I would love, since they can't really tackle the whole just truly Jason thing, you can have a lot of character development with Pamela, and I really feel like there was a movie. What was it, Folden? Which director was it, or the screenwriter? The person that did Jason Lives, if I'm not mistaken, actually had like a written script.
Oh, he had one in the
about Pamela, right? Where it showed like her walk. I mean, like I think it was called The Diary of. I forgot what it was, but it was based off of Pamela Voorhees. It was like her raising Jason.
Oh, you're talking about oh shit.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't think top of my head. Yes.
I can't remember either, but there was a script at one point where it got pitched.
Point of view.
Yeah, because think about it, bro. Think about it, bro.
Well,
She has the chance to actually, even though she will be a killer, a lot of people might look at her like, yeah, you go, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could happen. Like, you know?
I like the other part, you know, like, I know it was fan made, but the premise of that, you know, in the movie, you saw she's the one that snapped and killed him. Apparently, truthfully, if you think about it, it doesn't really ever show her killing these people at the beginning. The counselors. So I kind of like the premise. She got set up and just, you know, for whatever reason, she just took the blame. Fuck it. You know, whatever. There's so many avenues you could do with this. Will Victor Miller and this other guy, Mr. Brian Fuller, do it? Don't know. Brian Fuller is a very competent writer, though, and he can do it. But we'll see how much input, how much of it's really him in this show, and how much of it isn't. We'll find out. And are they going to play edgier or are they going to play safe? That's another thing. And then you still got the thing back to what you originally was talking about when we was referring to Halloween. You got fans to make happy. That is going to be tough.
And they've been waiting.
Look at the Halo series.
Waiting.
I didn't hate it, but man, diehard fans are fucking pissed.
We've been waiting.
I didn't hate it.
We've been waiting a long time. There's a lot of anger.
This will not be as now. I may be proven wrong because I'm honestly not expecting a lot, which is a good thing. If it does really well, I'll be right on board with it. Most fans, I don't think, are going to jump on this because let's be honest, Jason's not in it. Not the hockey mask one. Now the kid one, that's a whole different issue, and how it's portrayed and all. Speaking of which, that's what I was trying to remember. They can go. I don't know if they want to go this route. We was talking about the Elephant Man. There was one called that had Cher in it. It was called the Mask. Her and Eric Stoltz. He looked kind of like the Elephant Man. He went to school. He got picked on because he's deformed. Now they could run with that a little bit.
Yeah.
If they make this a horror film, though, that's the thing.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think this is going to be horror. I don't think it's going to be horror. I think there's going to be little sprinkles of certain things that you could call horror, but it's not going to be, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference. Let's be real. There is a difference.
I think there could be. You bringing in Jason's dad into it.
Yeah, well, my thing is,
so he
will
kill you.
The people who are there's two different fans here. Okay, now we can say three, right? There is the Jason Voorhees fans, but then you have Friday the 13th fans, and to me that's a big difference because there's some people that just want to see Jason. Me as a person, Friday the 13th is a movie my mom talked about to me going to see when she was in high school. So that alone, like I'm a Friday the 13th fan. Because I personally know that first film, even though everyone loves Jason, if that first film did not do a damn thing, there would never have been a hockey mask. There never would have been a Jason. So me personally, if you come into this as a Jason fan, I already feel like you're going to be disappointed in a sense. You really got to be a fan of Friday the 13th as a whole, the whole universe. You can't wrap around just one.
If you come into this wanting to see how she went this way and what happened, then depending on how it's pitched or done. How it's written.
Yeah.
Now here's another thing we was talking about horror. It just dawned on me. Now this is Crystal Lake. Okay.
Crystal Lake.
Anything else happened there before all this? That's a whole nother.
Yeah. I saw I was watching one of our guys on YouTube that me and you both watch, and one of his theories was like, what if like Crystal Lake like actually had like just evil supernatural shit at the lake, and like when he died, he consumed like the supernatural evil of the place. I just feel like there's a lot of avenues.
Yeah, if they go with the supernatural fact, that's what I'm trying to hit at.
I just want to find out
go that way, or are they going to keep it kind of straight?
I just want to find out. Me personally, chat, I just want to know what Jason's workout regimen was and how he got so fucking big in the movies and was like able to rip people's heads off. Like, I just want to know his workout plan because I need to follow that shit. I'm gonna go find me a camp and I'm just gonna stay there for about 6 months and just do the Jason Voorhees workout. Yeah, we need to get that going, you know. But I'm just really curious, man. It opens up a lot of avenues, even just like even having this conversation right now for YouTube, like it's already made my mind even wonder more, like the different ways they can go. And you know, and if one thing about me, especially to the folks on YouTube, on Foden's YouTube, who are subscribed to him, and he can vouch for me on this. I'm really big in the character development. I'm very big in the small details that drive me crazy and wild. So,
especially the lighting or anything.
Yeah, so I really want the like my favorite thing that could happen out of this is I really feel like they got to find one of the best upcoming upcoming or just someone that is so dynamic when it comes to acting. We need the best female we can find, people. And I'm telling you, if they can really get you to fall in love with Pamela Voorhees and you see the spiral,
right?
And then like to me, that makes you more like your team Pamela, you know, and like then you're torn because you're like, damn, she's killing these fucking kids, but damn, I understand. I would be the same way, you know? So that's what I want. I want me to really feel compassion for what happened. You see her go through what she goes through, and then maybe this leads into something in the future. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like I said, this was planned for a reason. There could be a big timeline when they expect to actually be able to do another Friday the 13th. And this is just like we're putting the cake in the oven type thing. And like, we're going to let this go on for about, maybe like, 3 to 5 years or something before we actually get like another film or something. But I would love for the development. I would love to see this actually go from when I would love it. I would love for it to start as Jason as a little kid with her. And then by the time it ends is when she dies. And then next thing you know, we get a movie and it's the revamp. And it's like literally right after the fucking last scene. Like that, I would orgasm. I would orgasm. I would orgasm. Everybody, I would like right on the gut, like right in the movie theater. Dead serious. Like it'd be over.
I honestly I don't think you'll see because of Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham got that bad blood right now. I don't see that happening.
Everything gets settled with everything gets settled with a check, Foden. Everything gets settled with a check.
Two things on this series though. He's talking about maybe a supernatural element, or is it going to stay kind of generic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got Brian Fuller. He's done Star Trek. He's got his stuff. He can do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now Victor Miller, for everything I've ever seen, mostly it's just been straightforward. It's been like he's it's more of a psycho type than an actual, he's unkillable and all this supernatural.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So depends who's got. I think Victor Miller's got more to say, so which he probably does.
Yeah,
it'll probably keep it that way. Be my guess. And like you said, I don't think this is going to be a horror series. Really,
no,
not what we're used to. People dying. Yeah, the Jason type killings. I'll be really surprised, but you never know because that didn't really come about till after the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree that is this going to be more focused on Jason or more on the mom? I think it'd be more on the mom. Of course, it may even be just focused on Crystal Lake. Now, there's another thing for you. What if none of the Voorhees are even in this at the beginning? What if it's just about Crystal Lake, literally?
That would be interesting. I just feel like at the end of the day, I feel like we said, man, there's so many avenues, there's so many ways they could do this. I would love to see. It would be really cool to see like maybe 1 or 2 seasons. Like, well, me personally, I would like to see a season where it ends where they're actually, you see like Pamela and like Jason, she's like, mommy, where we going? I got a summer job. We got to go to blah, blah, blah. And like, that can be like the end of a season.
She may have been doing it to get away from her abusive husband.
Yeah. And then it gets to the other stuff because like I said, this is going to be a long thought out thing. I'm not sure. Me personally, I feel like horror, or even like those type of series, they don't really get the love they deserve. So like, I'm not expecting like a 5 to 8 season type thing. I'm thinking of like a 1 to 3, maybe 4. Like, I really don't feel like it's going to be drawn out. Because unless you just have a whole season where it's just Crystal Lake and there's no fucking Voorhees in it, and then like it gets to the Voorhees, like I don't know what to expect. In one of the episodes, okay, this is what I need. Everybody, calm down, lower the music. Need a scene where Pamela and Jason are at a store, and it's Halloween, and I need Pamela to pick up the Michael Myers mask and look at Jason and say, "Do you want to wear this?"
Puts on a clown, just a clown.
No,
it's still Michael.
No. I'm talking about no. What I'm saying is, I would love to see. Do you want to be this for Halloween? And she holds up the Michael Myers mask, and Jason goes, "That's ugly."
Something to do with. Oh hell, they made a. Was it Freddy's Nightmare? They made a series, and literally Freddy wasn't it. He was more like the crypt keeper. He was a little intro, and at the end, that was it. It was never about Freddy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all what though. Just so y'all know, me and Foden gonna be staying up with this shit. I promise you, anytime some new shit comes out about this series or whatever, any type of news, me and Foden will be dropping content for y'all. We'll make sure that we hit y'all with the content, let y'all know how we feel, what we're thinking, what we're vibing with.
When it comes out, we'll review it and we'll give you our comments on what we think.
Yeah, if you don't hear from us, for a week, please send a wellness check to our house. Please come knock on my door.
If you don't hear from us, we hate it. Well, no, you hear from us, we hate it.
But look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, chat. When it comes to this type of stuff, me and Foden are very passionate about it. As y'all can tell, y'all been following Foden for some years now. He's very involved with the horror culture. One of the biggest horror fans that I know of. I personally enjoy talking to Foden about stuff like this. Yeah, we love talking about stuff like this. It's always cool getting his thoughts and opinions on stuff because usually like we just come with different perspectives. So we hope that y'all really enjoy that because I feel like we have our own different dynamics on what we bring to this as far as, our points and views. And he's very big into different stuff that I might not really even pay attention to. So it makes me think, and then I might have stuff that I pay attention to that he really doesn't think he wants to really focus on. So it's a really good mix. And so like, I hope y'all vibe with this. I hope y'all come back anytime there's more news. Make sure you come and check out Foden's channel. Make sure you come and holler at my channel because we're going to stay trying to drop as much content and have as many conversations. And we want everybody in here that's listening to this video, watching this video, please drop a comment. Let us know how you feel about this, because we love engaging with people because everyone has their own thoughts and opinions. I know when we drop the Halloween on Foden's page and my page, I know a lot of people hit up Foden giving their comments and their 2 cents. So we really want that engagement because we want to know what people think. Let us know because we are not the smartest. It's nice in this toolbox. You know what I'm saying? We need to have those other people that give us some perspectives. Now, if you come with I just want to see Jason, please do not comment on this shit. Go somewhere else. But anyway,
Jason's not going. The kid will, but not the hockey mask.
Yeah, not the hockey mask. But Foden, take it away. Let people know what they can expect coming from you soon, baby.
All right. As I said, we'll follow this. I might delve, and which is going to be painful, but I might dive back into the lawsuit because I'm kind of curious about what can be used in this and what can't. I want to see if anything's different. And anything else comes out regarding this series, like I said, me and Mike could jump on it and let you know if we get some stills, even some coming out, or who they're going to pick for actors, what characters they're going to put in here. Because if you watch even the first one, there was a bunch of townspeople. Don't forget the old man. I forgot what Ralph was.
It's a death curse.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see that. If that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm curious to see what this is Victor Miller. I'm curious to see what Sean has to say about this. I'm really curious on that.
I think we'll find out in due time. I think it's going to be an interesting next 365 days. How about that?
Christmas. All right, everybody. Happy Halloween. Thank y'all for watching. Me and Mac appreciate it. And like I said, check out Mac's channel, and I'll leave a link below. And I'll leave a link also to the article in this. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all later.